This right here, this is their moment. This is the Spring Major, Landon 2.0, and this is Rocket League!
Copper Box Arena! There's nothing like it, lads!
OpTic Gaming up against Furia, one of the last few best of fives, the lower bracket. Loser goes home. Everything on the line, Johnny boy. The time has finally come.
I've got to say, I wasn't expecting the crowd to be this big on Furia, but I'm loving it. I mean, everybody respects this team now that we've seen what they can do. They do it in style as well. They're so aggressive. I just love watching them play. But whoa! How did Dries get to that? That looked like it was going to go too far, but he snuck it in the top corner.
Dries so speedy to start things off. 14 seconds in, this man saves his flip and barely gets it under the top corner. That's a way to start out a game.
Well, we certainly don't start slow over here. 14 seconds in, 1 goal up. OpTic Gaming, whatever nerves they would have had, completely settled.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Yeah, but it's going to be up to Furia now to see if they can get back. It is different to any situation these players have been in for the last 4 years. It's one thing to play online, it's another to play in the studio. It is something else entirely to come in front of this crowd and perform at your best. But that is the task for both of these teams.
I remember Dries yesterday, he was the guy. He really put on an MVP performance to help his team to the win. So that is the perfect start. He's showing up in front of the crowd. He's showing up for his team once again. He was late to get here. Remember, he was delayed on his way over here. Now he's really performing on the big stage.
And with that first goal, of course, going to surge confidence through your veins. And speaking of OpTic Gaming, you're going to look at the man behind the players, Turbo Pulsa. And while I'm sure he'd love to be playing right now, in that coach and manager position, I think he flourishes. He's bringing a lot of confidence, a lot of relaxation to this roster on land. And that's what you need in this environment, especially, of course, in the Copper Box.
And a bit of a settled down mid-game after the opening goal. OpTic came roaring out of the gate, but now Furia starting to even out that midfield battle. OpTic don't want to concede that midfield. They need to contest. That's a good challenge by Illusion, taking his time now, but that hard hit. That's chased well by Miss. Every touch is so important at this point, and somehow Furia make a double commit look pretty intentional.
Oh, good block as well. Who's going to be the first one to it? Dries. Thankful that Furia did not send the house after him. And we would typically expect Furia to do, but he's still trying to settle in over here. John will just dance past the first player. Missed. Up next, gets past 2. Kyle got enough contact though. Can bring Alu into this play. Nobody on the far side. 3 minutes left in this one. It's up to Jan. First real chance they've had for the mechanical outplays, and you saw the respect that OpTic gave to that sent 2.
And if you're speaking about Furia, of course, you got to mention Yan. This man has been passing left and right. They just came off of a hot win against FaZe Clan yesterday. Game 5, barely edged it out. And Yan was passing all over the place, making sure they keep possession, especially in front of the box. And normally doesn't do that. Here's a quick connection downfield, 2-0.
Great linger upfield by Illusion. The pass down the line from Miss, or from Dries, sorry, was perfect, but Illusion knew something was on, stayed in the pocket there. That counterattack completely caught Furia off guard. They're looking a bit flat right now. I think they need to build up that energy. We saw how much it mattered yesterday when they got loud and when they got excited about their goals. But they haven't scored any. They've got nothing to be excited about yet.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming doing a great job of transitioning their typical playstyle into this environment. They happen to leave players lingering around. Double tap off the wall, that will be saved. And it's now Dries up against Card. Card having none of it. Rush the ball straight down. The last thing Furia need though is to go down by 2. They're in a rough spot, but now Jan over on the counterattack. He's got Kyle, leaves it to him! What a save! Dries keeps the 2-goal lead alive.
Stunning stuff in defense from OpTic. They are the team right now. Furia starting to put it together as well. That was fantastic synergy to go for the bump, call it early, have a follow-up shot, but you know, once the shot maybe a little bit lacking in terms of accuracy, perhaps. No doubt, OpTic Gaming putting up a great stand.
Oh, backflip as well. Alu and Dries, and Jan, once again, he really has had to be the player for everything on Furia. Without him playing like
here
this,
he goes
might get worse. He's getting off the back foot. First one there, missed it. It's still on, pass over one more time. Alu takes his moment, lets it breathe. He's got the troops back in, and OpTic Gaming's lead is still at 2.
Creative offense from Furia, but ineffective as of yet. And that's a rush touch. That almost goes into the net. What an own goal that would have been, but not the redirect that Furia are looking for.
Oh, maybe again. Furia.
Oh!
Here comes Yan, almost hit it. To say that Furia aren't working hard for this first goal is an understatement. I mean, this is ridiculous. Another follow-up, still saved from OpTic Gaming. The green wall prevails.
Yan, for me, is doing incredible work, but he needs that support up there with him. He's the one that's trying to create some space. Drees didn't get up there. Really had all of the options covered. Here's Illusion once again. Wants to go one-on-one. There's the second. One-on-one situation. Time won't last all too long in a lobby like this one. Drees takes his time, realizes that the clock is now thoroughly on the OpTic Gaming side. 35 seconds, just not conceding two. Need them to get this first game in front of this crowd. There's no infield option for Yan. He ends up missing it. I think if we ever want an example as to what the crowd will do to you for nerves, this game, perfect example.
Yeah, not a long life now for Furia. They've had a flourish of chances early on, plenty really, but OpTic defended brilliantly. They've held on to that 2-goal lead. They've been the more clinical of the two teams. Like you mentioned, creativity's been there, but Furia completely fruitless in terms of score.
Mist gets rid of it. That will secure game number one. 2 more to go for OpTic Gaming.
Ooh.
And now you get the biggest look that we've had at what we're all getting to experience.
This is ridiculous. And the main thing about this stage and this venue itself is that you are surrounded as a player. You're on this stage, there is no area, no angle where you're safe. Everybody can see you all around you, 360. You are at the whim of the crowd.
I mean, it is even more than it was last time because we are joined by 1-0 floor this time. We have got crowd, we've got fans, we have got everybody everywhere, all here to celebrate the pinnacle of what this esport has to offer. It's no longer a little island anymore. We have got people all around us.
Yeah, there's the wall of sound, you know, the green wall is great, but how about the noise we've got all around us? I mean, this is just something special. I mean,
I like that one there. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
We'll have to get that one checked out later on.
The best part is we've been hyping up this crowd for so many years. We've been hyping up this crowd for all the guys on the talent team who haven't been here before. We're telling them, listen,
I wasn't here, and I heard so much about it.
Yeah, we are so confident. We can't exaggerate. There's no explanation that will be too much, and no one's disappointed when we arrive and see the energy already. You know, first game before it's even started, everybody's going crazy, but Furia need a bit more of that support because they are struggling today, and they're getting glimpsed on, missed with a banger in 7 seconds.
It's every single time, right at the beginning. Furia caught out yet again and missed. If there's anything that we have given to him over and over again, you do not let Mist take the shot off the backboard because he will score it 99% of the time.
It just looks like Furia a bit underprepared, I'd say, for the first 30 seconds. The defense, that last man back, doesn't expect the speed to come out of OpTic Gaming, who definitely are dark horses in this tournament, and you've got to be careful of that backboard. Of course, the mechanics have been showing, and Lucian might be unleashed on the other side.
You see Furia trying to just dive forward, but miss after miss. This is not even necessarily a case of bad mechanics. This is just outright missing the ball as Kaio will go off the backboard. But OpTic are aware of this fact. I think Furia could do with a couple of cross-field passes rather than just going full send across the field.
Look at this, Illusion. What a menace, just lingering upfield again. He scored the second goal in game number 1 by doing exactly that, providing a passing option for his teammates. We're trying to clear the ball, and Furia need to keep an eye on Illusion, not just for his redirect ability, but any kind of sneaky bump and demo, any kind of boost steal, he's inevitably going to be going for. We've seen him do it in the Fall Major when he played for FaZe. Now he's back. He's outperformed his old team.
What a touch as well there in front of the net.
Yeah, Furia just don't really know how to deal with them right now. Yet to score on the landed stage.
We've noticed a lot of demos too from OpTic Gaming on the rotations out. If they're coming back on defense, they'll take a player from Furia off the pitch, at least for 3 seconds. And that one barely saved from OpTic Gaming.
This goal line defense from OpTic has been magnificent. How about adding yet another one to it?
Brick wall.
Yeah, with Kaio up in support. Just is not a shooting angle available for Furia. Goes for the booming clear, does have card, also has an option. Off the backboard, he ends up missing it. There's another miss as well, and Kaio just has to slow play because his teammates are out of position for now. Looking to reset. The good news for OpTic is that much as Furia weren't expecting themselves to miss the ball, neither were they. As we go off the backboard, and we'll finally go away.
We are just waiting for Furia to break this code. That looked like it was going to be it. Card had one chance, one spot, but it was still safe from OpTic.
Mist is just going crazy this game. He scored the opening goal with a double tap, and he saved so many shots on the goal line. He's clearing everything away from the backboard. I mean, this guy's formerly talked about as top 3, top 5 player NA. Now he's on a team that's making it look like that. It's still the case.
Drees with the shot. Very brave there by Card just to leave it for now. Mist
1v1.
Gets challenged. That's a workable spot here for Furia. Can they get there first? The contact, the touches are just not right.
And then look at the demo from Illusion in the corner. There would have been a player from Furia who would be able to get in front of it, cause some kind of misdirection, but he's taken out, and all that pressure relieved for OpTic Gaming on the defensive side.
2 minutes left here in game number 2. Furia still looking for their first. It might get worse. And Drees looking lethal on the Aquadome.
Yeah, all comfortable. OpTic Gaming are really shining at the moment. This is a team who struggled in practice before the event. Nobody was expecting them to do well, but now they're taking it to a team everybody rates and have rated for a long time. They're putting all of their doubters away right now. They're silencing them. This is a team everybody's questioning, should they be here? Surely now. Can Furia get one? They do! It's Jan, and it's 1-1.
And it's the follow-up, all from Card by himself, past 2 players. He takes it through and off the crossbar and down. That's how you get your first goal.
I think that one got 104 alive.
I think they were already alive before this game started.
Yeah, a lot of noise for the South American team who confirmed their World Championship auto qualification just yesterday. They'd love to celebrate that with a win in front of the London crowd. OpTic Gaming still, for me though, have been the better team overall. Furia's creativity has been there. It's all about consistency.
Yeah, it's not like Furia have not seen a lack of the ball. They're not being outpaced for my liking. It's just they're not executing. Everything that would usually be so easy has got 10 times harder for them, but they're back into this series. That goal and then work from there. They've got a good position as well to work with. Holding that midfield. Need to avoid Mist though. He wanted the bump. And that is what the North American teams in general have done so well throughout this event, is taking out the third man.
And with this final 50 seconds, this is where I get worried for OpTic Gaming. They've dealt with so much pressure from Furia, not getting as many demos. And speaking of demos, Card gets one on Mist, but it's down the other end. A 1v1, a demo does follow from Drees, but doesn't happen to end up in a goal, and we're still all tied up.
Yeah, OpTic definitely taking them on at their own game here. Demos raining in all over Aquadome. Jan up for the double. It will be defended well. That was perfect boost management from Illusion, but he can't get back to the ball. Shot goes right into Drees, but the dunk comes in. Card puts them in the lead.
They will not be intimidated. Furia, 1 goal down, have got themselves the 1-goal lead, and 22 seconds left, Turtle, for OpTic Gaming to respond.
And they can do it. They've held all this pressure for the last, I'd say, 2, maybe 3 minutes. Furia, don't doubt them. 15 seconds left. Let's see what else they have.
Mist back into the corner. He's got teammates, he's got support, but it's a little bit of a kerfuffle trying to get rid of this.
Oh my.
Alu takes it under his own control.
Nice
Important touch there from Card. Intercepts. More pressure coming out from Furia. Mist tries to keep it alive. Card booms long. Will they just add another one to the tally? No. Illusion back to Mist. Who's the midfield option? Nobody left. Furia tie us up. 1 game each.
What a response from Furia. Down 2-0 in game number 1. Down 1-0 in game number 2. They dig deep and they regain, and they come back. That's crucial. This is a best of 5. They needed to get that done as soon as possible.
It's just been ridiculous so far for them as we take a look at what these players have to deal with. The crowd getting so loud and involved as we head into the next game. Shogun, what do you think we need to see from OpTic Gaming?
I think they had the right idea for quite a while, but a lot of it was relying on Furia not being up to that standard. Now that that has gone away, I still feel like OpTic have got the better passing, but the option now to leave players always downfield, to launch it towards them for a redirect, that's going to be less around now. You do not want to be leaving your teammates as often in a 2v2, 2v3, hoping that they're going to be able to come on top, because these are not plays that Furia go for that enable long clears. They are plays that stop the ball, take the challenge, and drop it on your goal line. That player downfield, he's not really an option.
Yeah, OpTic, they do have, I think, the right style for this. They know Furia are going to come at them. They expect aggression. Yeah. They expect very, very fast play in the final third, but can they get behind the ball? Can they control those challenges? Can they manipulate Furia into overextending the way that they have earlier on in the series?
In the beginning, that defense, it seemed unbreakable. They were finding the saves, even through creativity from Furia. So we know what the standard is out of the OpTic Gaming defense, but now what do they implement on offense?
There's that chance. Go for the double! Yan has arrived!
That's a goal. That is a world-class goal from Yan. And he didn't blink.
Oh my goodness.
He just went for that, knew exactly what to do. Nails the flip reset double.
Need I remind you that that's the player with the most assists per game in the tournament, and he brings that one out by himself.
Furia doing what so few teams have been able to do this tournament, and that is bounce back from the Game 1 loss. This tournament has had those teams that have been able to hold their nerve, make the adjustments, move on to our live crowd days. And Yan, who was, for me, still the best player on Furia back in Game 1, he is stepping it up to yet another level as Dries realizes he can't challenge that first time around, had to take his time, he's on low boost. But the entire team on OpTic's really quite low. Almost got caught for it. Finally, they've reboosted, but Furia are having the majority of the offense. They might even get another shot at this. Card goes in, Card's shot is blocked.
It's just missed goalkeeping. We already know that he's got the historical saves to his name. He's got the defensive recognition, but this is ridiculous. The amount of times he's stopping Furia at the very last second. Certainly dramatic. Could they maybe challenge a little bit sooner and save themselves some stress? I think so, but it looks good.
And with the amount of boost that isn't there for OpTic Gaming, it's getting swiped from underneath them. As you'll take a look at Furia, everybody pay attention to the rotations in offense, taking boost, getting aggressive. They are launching this attack and trying to stay in your half for as long as possible. You've got to make those saves with barely any boost. And speaking of saves, there's one on the other side for Furia.
Yeah, Card did the best possible save, which is just missed the shot on your own net. As Kaio transitioned the ball to the opposite side of the field. Furia really not encountering much aggression when they go midfield. Instead, OpTic rotating back each time. They're countering, and they are scoring.
A miss. Who's been putting in work in defense. Gets up quick for this one. Card couldn't recover. He had the first save, tried to lunge off the underside of the crossbar to get the second one, but missed. Hit it so hard at him, there's no time to react.
OpTic's counterattacks are lightning fast. And this has really become the story of Furia need to get this done with the mechanics, or they're actually beat. Enough contact to make sure the shot was not on target. Infield, miss shoots!
Oh my!
And the defender could do nothing.
Miss. This was ridiculous from you to set this play up out of Dries on the wall, then crash in and get a shot that was a little bit wide. But at that point, if you're the defender from Furia, you just gotta assume it's on target.
Yeah, what pass as well from Dries is chipping it off the wall. Pretty sure the goalkeeper was expecting a wall play there. It was in a position where Dries had options, but knew that Mist was coming in behind him, deflected it middle for him. Gets OpTic Gaming into an advantageous position again. Plenty of time left for Furia. They've certainly had tons and tons of chances in every game that we've seen so far.
Oh, doesn't quite get the reset. Kyle will be very happy about that.
Now we're gonna see those same demos come out from OpTic Gaming rotating back. Look at the defensive line in the midfield too. Early to challenge, but hold on, there's some space here for Yan. Gets past one and finds the back of the net.
Yan is the man. It is quite simple. He is ridiculous.
What a way to have a performance. All these questions, and Yan keeps stepping up. And I think this crowd has chosen their favorite player.
Oh, certainly. I mean, he's already made impressive performances on the world stage throughout LANs this year, but I mean, he's got to change that first letter of his name, get rid of the Y, slap an L on there.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is the clue. Furia have just really impressed us so far. It's all about now, I think, Card and Kaio. Yan is doing everything. They need to help him out. Kaio trying to create something here. This is a momentary chance in field. There's Card, deflected well. Now it's actually straight away on the counter. OpTic continue to impress with their transitions.
And you talk about Kaio and what he can add to the field. A lot of it is the shooting accuracy. Here comes Yan again. The man just doesn't stop setting up his teammates. The follow-up from Card, not as accurate, but the pressure lives on.
I mean, you got to see for the next 10 seconds after that play, just the chaos that even though Yan did not score it, the whole of OpTic has to react. They have to respect what Yan can do. This time he goes for the infield pass. Immediate shot! And for Furia, they've not gone into that infield passing well all too often. OpTic need to stay wary of it because they can get caught out. Here we go, yet again. Card off the crossbar! You don't hit it much better!
Oh, they're getting lively now. The Furia boys are getting lively. They're getting comfortable on stage.
That's just unfair. 1-2 quick passing in the midfield. As fast as a lightning bolt from the right side, and the shot matched the speed as well. This is ridiculous from Furia.
You just saw the light bulb go off there where they realized they're not ready for this. They don't know that we're going for it. Dries, oh my goodness! Kaio, how on earth can you be that brave to stay completely still? They're still under a lot of pressure. OpTic looking to answer back. They're running out of time. Yan almost on the ball. He's got it! Hat-trick hero!
He's unstoppable. It's inevitable at this point. If he's got the ball, it's in the OpTic net.
Oh my.
Pass one, clean, bumps the second. Unreal.
It just feels out of OpTic's control at this point. If Yan is behind the ball, he is doing so much work. Talk about the impact one player can have on a team.
And OpTic, at this moment, is part of the strategy. Just hope that he calms down a little bit. You can see Alu ends up missing it. Missed, gets the block. Dries, though, can't control the ball well enough. It's up to Alu, looks for a pinch shot. Doesn't really get the contact that he was after. 30 seconds left in this game. OpTic Gaming going to make something of it. They've got to stop this play first. Card wants to add to the tally. Popping the ball off the backboard, because you might as well give it to Yan. Reset, backboard, almost! With a goal we would have remembered for a long time.
It feels like we're in free play at this point for Yan. The man doesn't stop, but down the other side, OpTic Gaming don't stop trying to equalize, but they've still got another goal to get.
Oh no, oh no. I wonder how long they can last for. And almost thankfully, we didn't get anybody sort of passing out on us.
Yeah, that started
The
off
ball
quite
hits
high
the
pitch.
floor. That was
really,
getting to the danger zone.
yeah,
I was
really
seeing some
got-
purple faces out there.
Yeah, you got to be careful with some of these chants. Some of these boys can sing really, really high pitch, but that's a quick way to run out of notes to go to.
The ridiculous thing is the energy that this crowd can give to these players, and it's going to hurt that much more if you're the team getting scored on. Obviously, there's a lot of favoring here for Furia, but for OpTic Gaming, imagine seeing Yan get that demo on you as we take a look at some of the replays even. Takes you out of the field. What are you going to do? Then the crowd yells against you.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I mean, you've got to do what Yan is doing. He's absolutely stolen the show here. He is a one-man wrecking machine. And if somebody on OpTic can do that, then I truly believe this crowd will go wild for them as well. But no one is doing it like Yan on this field. He is a different level. He is clearly the best player on the pitch. So somebody from OpTic has to step up. We've seen goal line saves. We've seen the occasional, counter-attack that's effective. But if they want to win the hearts of the crowd here, the fans in London, they need to pop off. You've got to do what Yan is doing right now.
It feels like we're getting another rinse and repeat, though, for Yan whenever he goes up. And sometimes I've even seen Card do this. They'll go up for a quick pop, air dribble behind, pass one player. They don't even get taken out. And then they have another set of options. Go for a flip reset or just demo the last goalkeeper.
Yeah, the problem is, have Furia taken the pace of this game to a place that OpTic can't follow? Because they looked good early on. I think they were matching Furia's pace. That was always a question, though, is will Furia just be able to blow OpTic away mechanically? They've started to do that.
Now, South America desperate to have another follow-up performance. Their exceptional winter major.
Another top 6, 2 in a row it would be.
And the way they're playing, no doubt that they can go further than even that. Winner of this one will move on and play again later on today. Opponents we don't know yet. We're certainly getting close to finding out, but for OpTic, this is all about finding the answer, taking us to Champions Field, and seeing him do anything! As Alu gets a crucial touch to take the ball away.
That is terrifying. A player so fast, gets in front of you, off the ceiling, and it's all about recovering. And they do find it. Down the other end, OpTic Gaming looking for the first goal, and they need some kind of energy. Things have been piled on against them.
Yeah, they really do. They just need a moment where they can either, you know, hit Furia with a big mind game,
break the curse,
hit them with a big goal, just something to turn around this momentum, which just seems unstoppable. Furia with 3 unanswered goals at the end of the game. Now, Kyle completely faking out OpTic on that one. Lucian's definitely doing work though. 6 upfield again. We've seen him do this to great effect, and he has been a nuisance for Furia. They've handled him a lot better as the series gone on, as they get used to his tendencies. That's not to say that you should stop doing it. We want to see more evolution lingering upfield. That way, at least there's somebody fighting for the midfield against Furia. They're not just going to get stuck in their own goal.
Well, OpTic are doing a much better job as well, getting those demos. Really slowing down Furia, but Jan is dancing around everybody. And there's a moment of belief in this arena every single time we see Jan with the ball. Everyone just has a moment of thinking, he's going to do that, isn't it?
Yeah. He never does the same thing twice. Every time is different. You can't get used to it.
How does he keep getting this space? The man doesn't stop. He just has one touch into the air, and then it's free play from then on.
It's just a joy to watch, and it feels like Furia are, you know, on road to taking it in 4 here, but as things stand, OpTic have kept them scoreless. Now, can they get anything going on offense? It's all Furia, one chance after another, as Kaio spotted the backboard, defended by Trees, shoots low, and forces a bad touch. That is fantastic from Kaio. So many players would just go backboard there, but he knew Trees would have it, so he just dumps it down awkwardly low, and OpTic were not expecting it.
Furia keep changing the question, and OpTic can give absolutely no answers to this test. Backboard, infield, down to the floor, go the whole way, top corner for the air dribble. Furia have got everything. And they've now only got 2.5 minutes left to go before they secure another top 6.
We look statistically at what has worked against Furia. Previously, it has been demos, the physical game. That's what I like at the beginning, but they are just styling on OpTic Gaming at this point.
Surprise! That was a reset, and there's your other flip. Therese had no idea that there was actually going to be a 50-50 there. He thought it was maybe going to stay in the corner. Card managed to reset on the ball while winning the initial challenge, and gets another win with the flip that he got. I mean, we're talking a lot about Jan, but Kaio created the first goal, Card's done the second one. They're all showing up now, and that is a terrifying sight.
Jan only 1 more goal away from another hat-trick. This is supposed to be the difficult stage, Johnny. This is supposed to be the moment where everyone starts to drop down a level or 2. Jan doing absolutely none of that. He's now target man downfield, has 0 boost. He's gonna now take his way back because he sees OpTic trying to lurk forwards. Alu dived into it, but you can see Mist realizes that the counterattack's coming. Infield to Kaio, back to Jan! Double hat-trick!
This team truly is something special. They've got the team plays, they've got the solo plays, and when they put it all together, they just look impossible to play. How are you supposed to defend every angle they're throwing at them? OpTic are absolutely lost for what to do and where to go from here, and they don't have long to figure it all out.
They've got every element of this game under control. Furia, they know how to bring it to OpTic, and we did see some signs of life earlier on. What do we see now out of these 3 players? Mist has been doing great, but there needs to be more, Shogun.
Oh, this happens every time, though. We saw this yesterday. Furia had their 4-goal lead, and they threw away 2 back-to-back. This time the lead is only 3. Can't afford to do it this time because we have already seen in this series, Johnny, OpTic have got kickoff options.
They do, and that was a big mistake by Jan. You know, Alucian landing a demo, putting Jan under pressure, but he should certainly have had control of that situation. Still 2 goals to the good. And already more Furia pressure.
And think back to the FaZe series against Furia, dropping the first game. Furia, I believe, went up, what was it, 3-0 in that first game, then ended up losing it to FaZe Clan. So they can get shaky, they can get thrown off. OpTic Gaming need to bring it to them.
Alu wants to go to the wall, realizing the card has the play red. Miss now. Lack of control initially, does still win the challenge. There's options available here for OpTic. But Furia, for the first time, operating on goal line defense. Cards will follow this one up. Alu has to be there quickly. He's not there quick enough. Might be a chance for another one for Jan. drops down, and Furia keep doing this where they just mix it up. They don't take direct shots every single time. They are happy for OpTic to take a touch because they know that that touch might be bad.
Yeah, just trying to force bad saves. I mean, you know Mist is going to hit that, but if you just hit it right at him, it's quite difficult for Mist to get a good clear on it. Whereas if you hit it in front of him, he's going to leather it long. Now, here come OpTic the other end. That's a great chance, and it's a goal for Dries. They're sending the house at the right time.
It's happened once before. It can happen again. Illusion starting to activate himself here, and he's following it up with Dries.
And that's third man. Dries just going for it. They've got to at this point. 25 seconds to go. No point defending. They can't rely on counterattacks, but can they tie the game?
Mist with control of the ball early, but that's a touch that might just get the ball and possession straight back to Furia. Mist almost got there. God would not have liked to have seen where that one was going. Mist off the wall, 12 seconds, past one. Gonna take the challenge. No, it was a fake challenge. Brilliant idea there from Card. He's forced the ball into the corner. Not shootable from that angle either. Dries, tasked with keeping this alive. It's Mist. Pops the ball up. You've got to keep this away from the floor. What a stop from Mist, but it's not enough. Furia, top 6 yet again.